Arthur Ashe in 1968 won the men's U.S. tennis tournament held in New York. For his trouble, he took home $240. That's $20 a day over 2 weeks after defeating five top players. But because he was at the time a first lieutenant in the Army and an employee of the U.S. government, he was therefore ineligible to receive the prize money, $14,000, which went to the runner-up. Fast forward 50 years. In this year's Australian Open that just ended, both the men's and ladies' winners pocketed a cool $2 million each. That's $143,000 a day over 2 weeks after defeating five top players. Not a bad day at the office. Today I'm going to talk about the growth of sports since 1968, the growth specifically of money and perks. To illustrate the point, I will use tennis as the baseline sport. A little background. Most sports historians agree that tennis was originated by monks in their cloistered quarters in northern France in the 12th century. The game was played only indoors and the hand was used to knock the ball against the four walls. Over the centuries, tennis has transformed into a sport with a racket, a net, a small yellow ball, and a court with specific boundaries indoors and out. This is how the game has come to be played as we know it. In the not too distant past, players competed among themselves in exclusive clubs for the fun of it. Knocking tennis balls back and forth was not considered to be a lucrative career. In 1968, however, began what is known in sports as the Open Era. The game was now open to anyone possessed of a wicked serve or a blinding cross-court backhand. No longer was tennis the preserve of country club swells, sipping tea and savoring strawberries as the sun was setting on warm, lazy summer afternoons. In the Open Era, you can now find young, brash, and ambitious players sprinting across the court, easily defeating the old-time players. This is what Arthur Ashe did. Pity about the employment technicality. Back to money. 10 years after Arthur Ashe won in New York, Bjorn Borg took home $30,000 from Wimbledon. And because tennis was his official occupation, he got to keep it. In 1990, the men's winner of the U.S. Open, Pete Sampras, received $300,000. In 1999, Agassi won $900,000. If you have a nose like mine, you can smell a clear trend in payouts, and that's just in the 20th century. In the 21st century, we have Roger Federer, whose total winnings from tournaments is $81 million over a 20-year career. But wait, there's more. Perks and benefits. Roger also earned an additional $219 million for endorsements. These endorsements include Nike and Mercedes-Benz. In magazine ads, you'll also see him sporting a very fine line of timepieces. But wait, there's more. Money aside, let's not forget the advantages of being a tennis star. Chefs in the finest restaurants will comp your meal in exchange for the privilege of having you dine in their establishment. You will receive limo service to and from work every day. You will receive jet service to and from the country and city of the tennis event. And if you're Roger Federer, you will have your own private jet. No more JetBlue cattle calls for you. And tennis players are not alone. Athletes in other sports can also earn a very pretty penny. In American football, Peyton Manning, winner of this year's Super Bowl, walked away with $26 million. In basketball, Kobe netted $20 million, and Derek Jeter ran the bases for the last time for $12 million. But the highest earner of them all is David Beckham, who over his career has landed $350 million and a Spice Girl. But wait, there's more. Retirement. These athletes can retire young with handsome bank accounts and with their bodies mostly intact. Steffi Graf retired at age 30. Marion Bartoli retired at age 28, a couple years after winning the French Open. And Mr. Moneybags, David Beckham, retired at age 40. Being an athlete, a good athlete in tennis or any other sport, is an excellent way of guaranteeing a big fat nest egg, not to mention lingering mass adulation. Thanks to winnings from tournaments on every continent, worldwide contracts, and lucrative endorsements, athletes are deservedly well compensated for their talent, dedication, and physical prowess. In conclusion, even though Arthur Ashe got stiff due to a technicality, I think he would be pleased to see his fellow athletes receive more than $20 a day.